Welcome to Tennis Intention. Today we're going to talk about idea that why we play with pressure in a point, in a match. Why we have so pressure to make a shot in a period of time or in a point that is difficult. Why happened that? Happened because tennis is about the present moment. It's about to live the present. But to live the present, you need to get attention, fully attention. But for us, in our normal life, it's difficult to be in a fully attention because we have a lot of input and our attention is always away. It's null. So that's why we have problems to play tennis, to create the game, because our attention is very low. So in that moment that you feel pressure is because you're not making the game, because you're not living the present moment. This is the problem, because you are in the future, you are thinking about what happened, if I do this, if I do that, and then you lose the time to play. But in other video that I share with you, that we need to practice the attention, because this is the only way to create the game. And I explain an exercise that, for example, you put a spot in the court, and the player has to make, if they have a good level, a ball in a row. And if the player miss one ball, they have to start again from zero. With this exercise, we can practice attention. We can practice the game actually. And then, for example, in my experience, I'm doing that. I do a lot of ways to do it, because I change the exercise. Like I put to the spot. I say the pairs here, in pairs there, shot here, shot there. So, and if you lose one, you have to start again. This is the main rule to get attention, because if you put 8, right, then in number 4 they always like finding protecting the result, and they make a shot, they make a mistake, and they have to start again. But when that happens, they put all attention, and now it's possible to get 5, 6, 7, and 8. I do this exercise from 1 hour. I do this exercise, this kind of exercise. I can change it, but the goal is the same, to pay attention, like a 40 minutes from an hour of the lesson. The other 20 minutes, now I say, play free. And you will see that the game is going to be crazy, because they were all the attention, and now can enjoy the game. You feel the energy, the movement, the balance, the shot, the freedom. So it means that when you play with attention, then you got freedom. Then you make that game that you always want to get, that never appears, because you are finding the result, protecting the result, controlling the ball. You do everything away from the game, when the only thing that you have to do is pay attention. So the attention is the game. If you want to play, you need to pay attention. Tennis is attention. As you have more attention, you play more. And when you play more, you win more matches, because you are more in the game. You pass more time, you spend more time in the game. When you leave the game, then you lose the time to play. And that's why you lose a lot of matches. That's why you have pressure. That's why. Because you are not in the game. You are not in the place to play the game. So practice attention, and you will see that everything changes. And you can make this exercise a lot of version. There is not a lot of you can do a lot of version of this exercise, that you can put 1 spot or 2 spot or 3 spot, and they have to do. But the rule is, they can, if they make a mistake, they start again from 0. And you will see that they're going to pay attention, and you will see that then they're going to be with totally freedom because they are there, they are inside. The presence on the court is totally. That's what we need, because if you want to play tennis, remember the attention is the main thing that you have to get it, because when you have attention, then you have game. I hope you like this video, and we'll see you soon. Bye.